Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Let's begin straight away with our headlines. As Muslim faithful observe the holy month, special attention is being given to balanced, nourishing meals that sustain both body and spirit throughout the daily fast. In this newscast, we shall be visiting the Briqueterie market here in Yaoundé to find out from most families regarding their preferences on natural and energy-giving food. And out of the country, at least 37 people have died and 26 others injured after the deadly gas leak swept through the mining site in north-central Nigeria. The sudden emission of hazardous fumes caught workers off guard, prompting authorities to shut down the site and open investigations. These stories will be yours in a bit. Thanks once more for joining us. We begin the news in the northwest region of the country, where as the Catholic world awaits the visit of Pope Leo XIV, preparations are underway in Bamenda. The city is abuzz with activity as local authorities, military engineers, and the Archbishop of Bamenda are working tirelessly to upgrade infrastructures, particularly the long-dormant Bafut Airport, to meet international standards. Bechantita takes us to Bamenda in the following report.
The anticipated visit, though without an official date, is being treated as a major event with rapid upgrades to roads and safety installations. Cameroon Airport has deployed heavy machinery to restore the Bafut Airport, aiming to make it fully functional for the Pope's arrival. Road constructions and repairs are accelerating along main city arteries and roads leading to the airport. Archbishop Andrew Nkia of Bamenda Diocese has been leading large-scale community-driven cleanup exercises at the airport and surrounding areas, mobilizing the Catholic faithful. High-level delegations, including the Northwest Regional Governor Adolphe Lele Lafrique, the President of the Regional Council, the City Mayor, have conducted inspections of the airport and key city sites to ensure logistic readiness. The visit is seen as a moment for spiritual healing and national reconciliation amidst a tense post-election political climate. Local authorities and traditional leaders such as the Fond of Mancon are involved, framing the visit as an opportunity for peace and unity. The visit of the Pope is coming just shortly after appointing an auxiliary bishop to the Archdiocese of Bamenda, a move Archbishop Andrew Nkia described as a special love by the Pope to the Bamenda Archdiocese.
I feel like an overcharged battery, full of joy, full of emotions, at the same time full of gratitude to God who has made this possible, and to the Holy Father, Pope Leo, who loves Bamenda, who has looked at Bamenda with a lot of compassion and favor, and has appointed an auxiliary bishop to come and assist me in the work that we are doing in this Bamenda, which means that the Holy Father recognizes what we are doing, and the Holy Father is ready to support us. Just like all the Christians together, it's an emotional day full of joy for the new auxiliary bishop that the Holy Father has appointed to Bamenda.
However, the visit is not without controversy. Some civil society groups and activists have expressed concerns that the visit could be seen as an endorsement of the current government, given the disputed 2025 presidential elections results and ongoing human rights issues. As preparation continues, the city is filled with mix of excitement and uncertainty. Will the Pope's visit bring hope and healing to Bamenda, or will it exacerbate existing tensions? Only time will tell.
And as you heard in one of our lead stories, Muslims in Yaoundé have begun their Ramadan fast with a focus on nourishing their bodies and spirit. Markets like Briqueterie have seen an increase in demand for food like dates, fruits and grains for families. As the faithful observe the holy month, they are drawing strength from carefully planned meals and community solidarity. Madoshe Kwiate and Melanimbo were at the Briqueterie market and brought back the following report.
As the holy season advances, Muslims are preparing to observe the fast of Ramadan with a balanced and nutritious diet. The Briqueterie market is full with the faithful stocking up on essential food to get through the day. Dates and bananas are very popular for their richness in water and fiber, thus helping to avoid dehydration. These fruits are indispensable to allow them fast in all serenity.
One plus like that.
Normally we take dates or oranges or bananas. These three fruits are usually on the table when we fast. Porridge meal is a favorite dish for many Muslims families as it provides the necessary energy to face the day. During this period that we need to look for nourishing food, it should give energy to the body and that will allow us to get through the whole day. The butchers are also solicited to prepare meat for light soups and stews accompanied by potatoes or donut. We don't eat too much heavy food. Well, some people like to eat heavy food, but others take just salad. Mostly we do fries with potatoes, plantains. We make sauce and other light food. In an atmosphere of solidarity and sharing, Muslims in Yaoundé observe Ramadan with devotion, finding in the diet a source of comfort and spirituality.
Away from religion, let's now talk something else. We're following her statement concerning the tragedy in Colbison. The Minister of Women's Empowerment and the Family, Professor Marie-Thérèse Abena-Ondwa, has once again addressed the public. The minister is encouraging women facing difficulties to visit its central and decentralized services for guidance, support and assistance rather than taking unwise decisions. Let's now take a listen to the minister, Professor Marie-Thérèse Abena-Ondwa, in the following excerpt carefully selected to us by Betrantita.
I think when I heard about this news, I was shocked. It was revolting. It was an unbelievable reaction because you cannot imagine that a woman bears 3 children. She puts them to birth, she raises them, and all of a sudden she decides to kill them and then kill herself. So it is not justified. You cannot justify it. When you are in distress, you should know that you can seek help. You can seek help within the community. You can seek help within the structures, administrative structures that handle such issues, such as the Ministry of Women's Empowerment and the Family. And there are other administrations that can have a keen ear to the problem. We already have a structure in Yaoundé 7 in all the subdivisions of Mfundi. So those structures are available, and they are available, and other ministries also have structures there. We have gendarmerie stations, we have police stations, we have hospitals. If you really feel bad, you feel that you are going off your mind, go and say, I don't feel well. Go to the police, go to one of our structures. So it's sensitization. Not to go into hopelessness, lose one's mind, and commit such an act. It is not justified.
Let's now take a tour out of the country to get updates of what made news. As you heard in one of our lead stories, at least 37 people have died and 26 others injured after a deadly gas leak swept through a mining site in north-central Nigeria. The sudden emission of hazardous fumes caught workers off guard, prompting authorities to shut down the site and launch investigations. Second stop will be in Sudan. These stories are compiled in the following report. A silent cloud of poison turned a routine mining shift into tragedy in north-central Nigeria, where a toxic gas leak killed 37 miners and left 26 others hospitalized. Police spokesperson Alfred Alabo said the incident occurred in Kampani Zurak community of the Plateau State, noting that a sudden discharge of lead oxide and other toxic gases, including sulfur and carbon monoxide, spread through the poorly ventilated site. Unaware of the danger, the miners continued working until the emissions proved fatal. Authorities have closed the mine and launched an investigation, while the bodies were released to families for burial according to religious rites. Nigeria's Minister of Solid Mineral Development Dele Aleke added that it is still unclear what was being mined or whether the operation was legal, as the government intensifies efforts to curb deadly illegal mining activities nationwide. The United Nations has reported that a devastating drone strike has ripped through a displacement camp in Al Sunat, West Kordofan, Sudan, killing at least 15 children and wounding 10 others. The attack was confirmed by UNICEF, which warned that the Kordofan region has become one of the fiercest battlegrounds in Sudan's ongoing war. According to the agency, children across the region are facing the same grim pattern witnessed in Darfur: killed, injured, displaced, and cut off from essential services needed to survive. The situation has been described as deeply disturbing, highlighting the heavy toll the conflict continues to impose on the country's most vulnerable population. We now bring you back to Talk Sports in this newscast, where just 2 weeks or few weeks left for the prestigious Cameroon Football Awards, Cameroon Ballon d'Or 2025. Fecafoot has unveiled the list of nominees vying for the top spot honors in various categories. In the following commentary, Bertrand Tita says the 2025 edition promises to be an exciting one, with talented players and coaches throwing their hearts into the ring. Let's take a listen.
Less than 2 weeks before the award ceremony, the Cameroon Football Federation, Fecafoot, has released the list of nominees for the 2025 Cameroon Football Awards. Among the most anticipated categories is the Best Player of the Year in Elite 1. The nominees for Best Player include champions from last season with Colombe Dunja, notably Amidou Hamza, one of the favorites. The central defender is currently in Austria, awaiting his new club's debut. Idrissou Norfina, the goalkeeper, is also nominated. Edward Simbang, Cameroonian international and participant in the AFCON with the Indomitable Lions, who moved from PWD to Colombe, is also on the list. Other nominees include Boris Mfumu, former AS Fortuna Denfo player, Idrissou Ndifochu of PWD of Bamenda, and Serge Douara of Gazelle de Garoua. In the goalkeeper category, Mfofina Edward Sombang and Osani Osmanu of Gazelle are nominated. For Best Coach in Elite 1, nominees include Indomitable Lions coach David Pagu, now at Cotonsport, Richard Towa, champion of Cameroon last season, Alium Kana of Gazelle, and Yves Clement Aroga, winner of the Cameroon Cup with Pante Dundee. In the women's category, nominees for the best players include Frachel Lise Tiwa and Mogai of Lekie, Koso of FC Ebolowa, and Raisa Adamant of Nja Sport. For best coach in Super League, nominees include Stefan Nzana of Lekie, Josephine Mike Ndumu of Ndamazon Fab and Odo Pomi of FC Ebolowa. The winners will be announced on February 27th at the Ballon d'Or Award ceremony in Yaoundé.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our 6 p.m. news over Camdays Television. It was a pleasure staying with you. Do enjoy the rest of the evening in the company of interesting programs over the Republican channel. Meanwhile, I will be yours again tomorrow at exactly 6 p.m. Stay tuned.